Hey everybody, Kale here with another battle report for you. This is my fourth game of SPDM 6. Pretty much you get a Regiment of Renown, 29 men full command, and then you get a hero of Regiment of Renown. And it's pretty much base stats like Strength 3, Toughness 3. They have heavy armor and a shield and hand weapon. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy. And then as you go, you get to roll on a defensive chart or an offensive chart, depending on if you fled or run down in combat, or if you killed somebody or ran them down in combat type deal. So at this point, I do believe I'm strength 4, and I have poisoned attacks, so it's kind of nice. So here is my opponent, a Lizardmen. He's got 2 Slans and Teto Echo. And then he's got an Ancient Stegodon with an Engine of the Gods. It's kind of a different sort of build. He's got 2 Salamanders. With Teto Echo, I think he has, was it like 15 Skinks or something like that. The Ancient Stegodon, there is his Regiment of Renown in front of his second Slan. One is life, one is death, I do believe. And then Teto Echo has heavens. And so his second Slan is with a unit of Skinks with the Croxagores. He's got 3 Croxagores in there. This is his right flank. And then here's his left flank, or his middle. So he's got the 3 Pterodon Riders with the rocks. He's got, I believe it's a Chaos Spine Beast. And then he's got 10 Skink Skirmishers. And then another 10 Skink Skirmishers on the far left here. On my far right, I have 2 units of Dark Riders, my Doomfire Warlocks, with a level 4 Sorceress and my BSB, 5 Harpies, 5 more Dark Riders, and then on the bottom there is my Dreadlord. And then I have 4 Bolt Throwers, a Cold One Chariot, 15 Dark Shards. There's my Regiment of Renown with my Hero of Renown, and then 30 Executioners. 29 Executioners. And so I ended up getting first turn. I think it's my first game in like 10 that I got first turn or something. It's pretty good odds when it comes to that for me. So I finished off 1 Salamander and then did 1 wound to the other. Well, 2 wounds because I killed 1 handler and then 1 to the Salamander itself. And then I didn't really do anything to the rest of his army, so I just kind of showed you a picture of it here. I did, however, kill 2 of the Pterodon Riders, which was nice because I was actually kind of afraid of them. And then in the upper right there, I moved all my stuff up like this after Vanguard and then my first turn and everything. So I'm hoping I can do 3 wounds to the Skink unit. I think their leadership like 6 or 5 or something. And I'm hoping they'll flee, which would be nice. And I move my Harpies up like that. Dark Riders, and I leave my Executioners and my, pretty much this whole left side, I just kind of leave back because I don't want to get too close yet. So Lizardman turn 1, he moves Teto Echo and his Life Slan into the building, the tower. Over here he moves his other Skink unit. I think one was, I want to say it was, no, okay, yeah. So the one that was originally there, he moved farther to the right, and the other one, he moved all the way over here. So he's going to shoot at me now. And this guy right here, this Spine Beast, so I measured it out. He pretty much needed like an 11 or a 12, and I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, it'll be fine, right? And he rolls an 11 or a 12, which I was not expecting. So that just, oh man, I set him up for such a good angle to just mow through half my army this way. Moves his Pterodon Rider up like that. And then just kind of shuffles everything up like that. And over here with his Salamander, he kills 5 of my Executioners, which is good because, well, it's not good, but it's good because I think any more, if I remember correctly, and it would have been a panic test. Just a better view of that. And then, so my turn 2, I charge. He did kill one of my Dark Riders, the one with the red cape there, last turn. And so I charged this Pterodon Rider, and we did measure. It doesn't look like it's going to fit, but we did measure it, and it fit just perfectly with the wheel and everything. And I caught him by just a hair. And he was a really cool guy. I voted in favorite opponent, and so like I just made sure. I was like, all right, are you okay with this fitting? Because it'll fit just barely. And he was like, yeah, no, that's fine, no big deal. So it was cool to play against an opponent like that. And then over here, so his shooting kills two of my guys on the gray unit there. And then when I charged this round, he killed one of my red capes. Which was, I mean, I didn't kill anybody the first time I shot, and I had 2 Dark Rider units, so I had 20 shots. I didn't kill anybody. It was terrible. So I charged him. I was like, all right, so I'm going to have 8 attacks. I should be able to do a decent amount of damage. And my Executioners and my Regiment of Renown just kind of walked up because I still have 4 bolt throwers, so I should be able to take this guy out. I'm not too worried about him, but I don't want to charge through water because that's not good. And then over here, so what happened last turn is obviously he crushed my Harpies with a Spine Beast. So he overran right into my Chariot. And so I parked my Dreadlord right behind him because he's got the Cloak of Twilight. And he's strength 6. So I should be able to kill this thing. And it's really my only hope to. Otherwise, he's just going to mow through my army, which is terrible. And then I move my Doomfire Warlocks up like that. Just kind of the overview of the board here. And this is after combat. So shooting on the upper run there, I killed 3 and it made him flee. And then in combat, man, ouch. So he killed 3 of my guys, which, I mean, he's hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, and then I have a 4-up save. I don't know the odds on that. So you got 10 attacks, so you're going to hit with 5 of them. You're going to wound with 2 of them, and I'm going to make like 1 or 2 saves. So I shouldn't have lost 3 guys, but it happens. It happens. So, but I do win this combat, but he sticks. And then, so this Spine Beast he's kind of a beast. Kind of says in the name, but he only does 1 wound to my guy, thankfully, which is extremely lucky. So I'm stuck there, and he's stuck there, which is good for me. And then I do kill the Salamander there. So Lizardmen 2 kind of shuffles forward a little more. He's keeping everybody within 6 of the Ancient Stegodon because you get like a 6+ ward or something, which is pretty helpful. It's a better view of that. Nothing really happens in Magic, and he doesn't have any shooting really anymore. So if you can't really see from here, but his Skinks did fail to rally, and they ran off the board. Just a better picture of that. Better picture of that. Better picture of that. And then, so he kills my Chariot, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So that's fine because I'm going to charge him in the flank, and then I'll kill him. But I really didn't want to lose my Chariot. That's why I put my Harpies there, because I didn't really plan on him rolling an 11 or a 12 to charge, but he did, which is fine. So, I mean, it all worked out, really. And then over here, it's a push. And then, so my Dark Elf 3, I charge the Ancient Stegodon. I think I lose 4 from Dangerous Terrain. It's terrible. And then I run my Regiment of Renown and his Regiment of Renown. I move my Doomfire Warlocks up on the other side so I can cast the spells. I'm hoping for either Dreaded 13th, or not Dreaded 13th, thinking of my Skaven, Dwellers, or a big Doomfire Warlock, or a Doomfire, Doombolt. There we go. It's all coming together now. And then I charge my other Dark Riders into this because I'm in need of help. So there's that. I did kill him. I don't even think I had to charge him. I just shot him to death. There's him missing. So That's kind of what it looks like on this side. Kind of what it looks like with the spine marrow missing. And then over here, so I finally, he kills my champion on the other side. And I do, I think, 3 wounds to him. So the charge, banner, 3 wounds, all that to his 1 wound. I win. He needs like snakes and he fails and runs. So, and then over here, oh, I failed my terror test. It's terrible. So, if I remember correctly, he's got 4 wounds on him. I'm steadfast and I make the 9 leadership, but man, if I did not fail my terror test, which is crazy, I did 4 wounds, even fail my terror test. It would have went a lot better, but that's okay. And that little red die there's a comet, so he ends up getting a comet off this turn. And then I beat his regiment and killed the Stegonon. He did 4 more wounds to me, but I killed him. And then that guy, his regiment runs all the way through. And this land turns to face my Doomfire Warlock unit with my level 4 and BSB. There's the comet. Okay, now, oh man, this plan here, right? So the plan, excuse me, the plan was to charge the regiment into the flank, my Dreadlord into the flank, my Executioners into the rear, and my Doomfire Warlocks into the front. That was the plan. This all would have worked out great if that would have happened. But it didn't. So I got my Executioners into the rear, and then that's just kind of what that looks like. I'm far enough away where they need a pretty decent charge to get me. And then I get Throne of Vines off. The Comet goes off and kills 2 of my guys, 1 on each of the outside bolt throwers, and then kills the 2 center ones, which is really lucky, considering, actually. There's just a better picture of that. And so they win and turn to face. They're steadfast. And then they kill me and turn to face the rest of my army. So this turn, with Teto Echo, he rolled the one where you get to reroll 6s when you're casting. So can't remember what he was casting, but he miscast. And he miscast a 4, right? So he sucks his life slan into the warp. I wasn't thinking about it. He forgot. He was A, rerolling 6s, which we forgot. And then B, which was, we remembered like my turn 5 or his turn 5. And he also had Throne of Vines on. So he would have rerolled the 6s. If he rolled another 6, then he would, on a 2+, he would have ignored the miscast. But we forgot, and I felt terrible. And I was like, dude, you can put him back if you want to. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's too late. I was like, all right. And so he cast Ice Shard Blizzard on my Dreadlord. I have Throne of Vines on my Doomfire, and then I have Flesh of Stone on my Regiment of Renown after that. So I'm really hoping this will go good. That's kind of showing his slan's gone. And then, so this is just a different view. I'm losing, I missed 5 of my Dark Shards. I do believe he hit me with a, like Urnon's Thunderbolt or something like that. This is after combat. I did pretty good. He's still steadfast, so he's still there. And then after combat, the next turn, I beat him and run him down. And then at this point, I've obviously got the game, so I start to just kind of move away because I don't want him to Urnon's Thunderbolt like my Dreadlord or something, because that would be terrible. And then more end of game. So pretty much all he's got left is Teto Echo and like 20 skinks. So kind of what's on my side. And so I don't really mention Magic that often because if it has a big importance, like Ice Shard Blizzard or something, or like a miscast where he gets sucked into the warp, or A miscast, really, I'll mention every time, but a lot of the stuff, like, if I'm missing a guy, I'll be like, oh, Ernon's Thunderbolt, or, you know, I don't mention a lot of the debuffs unless I'm in combat and you actually care about them. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. If I did a decent job, let me know. If I didn't, tell me what I can do better. This is all off memory, so I think I'm going to start recording everything so I can listen to it before I go record a battle report. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.